Prince Harry and Prince William's feud, how it started. After a long while, thanks to their father's coronation, we saw Prince William and Prince Harry together again, and it doesn't seem like their reunion at their father's coronation was a happy one. Let me fill you in on the details of their feud. The first sign of trouble was when Harry spilled the beans in his memoir, Spare, earlier this year. He revealed that neither he nor William was the other's best man at their respective weddings, even though they had walked side by side looking like they were the best of friends. This revelation was a shock to everyone and made people question whether Harry would even be invited to his dad's coronation, let alone attend. But the brothers' feud goes back much further than that. There have been rumors for years that they were not getting along, and it all came to a head in 2018 when Harry married Meghan Markle. William was reportedly not supportive of the match, which caused tension between the two, and things only got worse when Meghan spoke out about the difficulties she faced as a member of the royal family. The final straw came when Harry and Meghan decided to step back from their royal duties and move to the United States. This move was seen as a betrayal by some members of the royal family, including William, who reportedly felt that Harry was turning his back on his responsibilities. Harry attended his dad's coronation, but Meghan didn't. Even though it's a big deal for Charles, no one's expecting a reconciliation between Harry and William.
Bye, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
There just won't be enough time for them to sort things out. But if they can be civil with each other, that's a good start, right? The feud has been brewing for years, so it's not going to be an easy fix. According to Harry's memoir, he once saw his brother as both his beloved sibling and his arch nemesis. Buckingham and Kensington Palace aren't commenting on the book, so we don't know what they think. But the question remains, when did the brothers' relationship start to fall apart? Was it when they were kids and Harry was always the one taking the blame for their misbehavior?
Family, it's another team player as part of the bigger team, and for all of us.
Or did it happen later on when Harry became William's backup heir? When Harry introduced William to Meghan, things were a bit awkward. William allegedly told Harry to slow down with the American actress. And when Meghan tried to hug him, William recoiled. Kate wasn't there, but when she met Meghan later, there was a similar issue with hugging. But it wasn't all bad. According to the book Finding Freedom, Kate offered to help Meghan navigate the challenges of being a royal love interest. The press was buzzing about Harry's new flame, but it wasn't until November 2016 that the palace officially confirmed Meghan was his girlfriend. The statement also condemned the media's invasion of her privacy and called out the sexist and racist comments directed at her online. This move reportedly upset Harry's father and brother, who hadn't made similar statements about their own partners. But William eventually came out in support of Harry, stating that he understood the need for privacy and backed his brother up. William was not exactly thrilled about Harry dating Meghan, and he even tried to stop Harry from proposing. Harry wrote in Spare that William thought he was moving too fast and asked if he was sure about her. But Harry was determined and replied, "What do you want me to do? Fall out of love with her?" William just wanted to make sure Harry wasn't making a rash decision. The day before Harry's wedding, he asked William to have dinner with him and stay the night, just like they did before William's wedding. But William declined the offer to stay over, leaving Harry wondering why. In Spare, Harry wrote that he always believed their bond was strong despite their problems, but this incident made him question that. Harry thought William might be upset that he wasn't chosen as best man.
Me and my brother and our partners and our families.
And that Harry had asked his old friend instead. The brotherly bond between William and Harry had taken a hit, with William believing the negative press about Meghan. Harry was devastated that his family didn't support his wife, even after their wedding. One night, when Meghan was away, William visited and a heated argument ensued. Harry claimed that William even grabbed him by the collar and knocked him down. Later, Harry told his therapist he was proud he didn't hit William back. Harry revealed that the royal family had an unspoken agreement with the press to exchange generous behavior for positive coverage, which he called an invisible contract. This could mean leaking or swapping information, even about their own family members. He and William had promised to never use their communication staff for malicious purposes. However, when their relationship began to deteriorate, Harry claimed that William didn't keep his promise. Seeing his brother's office copy the same behavior they had sworn to never do was heartbreaking for Harry.
And that's really sad because that is essentially breaking the relationship between them.
He said he'd rather face media backlash than participate in such a game. After a decade of sharing an office, the reports that William and Harry were splitting their households began in October 2018. In November, Kensington Palace confirmed that Harry and Meghan would be moving out of Nottingham Cottage in London and relocating to Frogmore Cottage to await the birth of their first child. Queen Elizabeth II made the separation official in March 2019, soon after Harry and William's dust-up. The Sussexes launched their own household and social media accounts in April, and in June they disentangled from the Royal Foundation charity to launch their own. During their trip to Africa with baby Archie in September 2019,
we need to get the diaries out and find out how we're going to make this work, because I was off to Africa for a month.
Harry was interviewed and asked about the rumors of a rift between him and William. He admitted that they have good days and bad days, and that they're on different paths at the moment. However, he emphasized that they'll always be brothers and there for each other. The interview aired on October 20th, 2019, and reports emerged that the royal family was unhappy about how much the couple shared. Kensington Palace denied this, with a source saying that William was actually worried about Harry and Meghan's well-being. In January 2020, Harry and Meghan dropped a bombshell. They were quitting their royal duties and moving to North America to work on their financial independence. They promised to continue supporting the Queen, but the palace said there was much to discuss. William was reportedly sad and said he couldn't put his arm around his brother anymore. The negotiations were ongoing, and everyone hoped to end up on the same team. Harry and William released a statement denying a story that William had bullied Meghan, calling it offensive and potentially harmful. But Harry says he never gave permission to put his name on the statement. Meghan cried, and Harry was upset that they were willing to lie to protect his brother, but had never told the truth to protect him and Meghan. After negotiating their exit deal with the Queen, Charles and William, Harry and Meghan returned to London for their final week of royal engagements. The last time they were seen in public with Kate and William was at the Commonwealth Day service on March 9th, 2020. But just days later, the pandemic lockdown hit, forcing them to be separated by continents. And with that, their new lives outside of the royal family officially began on March 31st, 2020. During his interview with Oprah, Harry was reserved about his relationship with William. He expressed love for his brother, but admitted they were on different paths and the relationship needed space. He also acknowledged feeling trapped before meeting Meghan, while his father and brother were still trapped. The Oprah interview with Harry and Meghan revealed that an unnamed member of the royal family had questioned how dark their firstborn's skin might be. The palace released a statement expressing concern and promising to address the issues raised privately. William later said he had not yet spoken to Harry but would. When asked if the royals were racist, William replied, "We are very much not a racist family." Harry and William looked like a united front at Prince Philip's funeral, but things fell apart afterwards. Harry hoped to have a heart-to-heart with his father and brother, but it quickly turned into a fight. Charles had to step in and plead with them to stop arguing. William didn't want to hear anything, and they ended up sniping at each other. Charles begged them to stop and said, "Please, boys, don't make my final years a misery." When Harry said William knew why he left, William insisted he did not. Harry and Meghan were in the UK when the Queen died on September 8th, 2022. Harry rushed to Balmoral after his dad's call, but was told Meghan wasn't welcome. When Harry arrived, the Queen had already passed. At Balmoral, Harry had lunch with most of his family, but his father and brother weren't there. Later, all four were seen greeting mourners outside Windsor Castle for the first time in over 2 years. Harry was met with silence from the palace when he released his book, Spare, but he insisted in interviews that he wasn't trying to harm his family. He just wanted to clear the air and make them see what he'd been going through. "Silence only allows the abuser to abuse," he explained. "I'm not just gonna let it go." Harry wanted accountability, but he also wanted to forgive and be forgiven. "I would like to get my father back," he said. "I would like to have my brother back." Despite everything, Harry loved his family and always would. Harry spilled some juicy secrets in his book Spare, but in an interview with The Telegraph, he revealed that he actually held back on some things. "There are some things that have happened that I just don't want the world to know," he said. The original draft was a whopping 800 pages, but they cut it down to 416. It could have been 2 books. Put it that way, Harry joked. Thanks for watching this video about the royal family and Harry's memoir. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on celebrity news and culture.